Hey everybody, it's me, Creative Master 5, and I've got a new video series planned where I'm setting up a podcast to talk about random crap that no one probably really cares about, but if you want to hear two teenagers whine about Nintendo for a half an hour, then you're in the right place. But obviously, I need a friend. Didn't have one, but I met a guy on the street, and his name is this guy right here.
What's up?
Yeah, this is Mr. Arkem X, and he's going to be joining me today to complain about random crap that no one cares about.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but no, I've been wanting to do a podcast for a long time, and we had plans to do this back in May when Last of Us was coming out, and obviously that never happened, so here we are. And there's now recently been a lot more video game stuff to talk about. We had a bit of a drought in the beginning of the summer, but now we actually have some things to mention. One of them being Age of Calamity, but we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Cyberpunk got delayed again. Cyberpunk 2077, which was supposed to come out, I think, back in April, got delayed for the fourth time, and it's not coming out till like December.
It'll probably be 2077 before we play Cyberpunk.
Oh, definitely. We're probably never gonna play Cyberpunk, let alone like. And the thing is, I'm not gonna be all pessimistic about it. It looks great. Like the game looks really cool. Like the synth score sounds.
It's never coming out.
The synth music in the background sounds really nice, and it looks just like kind of like GTA 5, but set in a new environment. And I loved Red Dead too, which is kind of like GTA in a different environment. And I'm definitely going to at least try and get my hands on a copy to just try around for a little bit and play it. Obviously, I'm gonna have to wait 20 years before I play it, but it'll be something when I actually get to.
Come out eventually,
But,
it'll be here eventually.
Yeah.
At some point.
You're breathtaking. Yeah, John Wick from Fortnite is in it. Yeah, but yeah.
We got this, look at this car. Look at this
Look at the Lego car on the E3 stage. Microsoft's E3 2019 showcase was just a complete joke. Bethesda was worse. Bethesda did a worse job. Frick yeah, we put a battle royale.
I love Microsoft and Xbox and stuff.
Yeah, but
when it comes to exclusives,
the exclusives are nothing special. Speaking of special stuff and amazing things, Shark Boy and Lava Girl's getting a sequel on Netflix.
Oh boy!
Oh,
Everyone wanted that.
Everyone wanted that. What are you talking about?
Sarcasm is real.
No, but I watched Shark Boy and Lava Girl last year for the first time, and it's a trip, all right. I don't know how it actually got a sequel. I guess the director mistook the fact that everyone was making fun of the movie as actual praise, and so now we're getting a whole movie based around it.
I mean, it was the movie last time, but
we're getting a. Yeah, but it's ridiculous. Like how does that get made, and then other movies that have way more potential never get made? I think what's even funnier is that people are sad that that Shark Boy's actor won't come back, and I'm like, there's a reason why he won't come back. Is that he doesn't want to waste his time.
About him.
He doesn't want to waste his time. He already has his reputation set as as Jacob from Twilight, so he doesn't need another thing to be put on his list of terrible roles. Fortnite has a new subscription service now, and that's
is it the Fortnite Crew Pack? I'm being honest, it's actually got some pretty good.
It has some interesting, like 1,000 V-Bucks, which is pretty much just a battle pass that you can just you basically buy a battle pass.
Have the battle pass as well.
Oh yeah, you get the battle pass with it, and you get some skins and some other stuff, and I think that's pretty cool. Like they're doing that. I think it'll probably be pretty successful. But I don't know.
I mean, for people who play the game 24/7, to pay like $2 extra and get the battle pass with an exclusive skin pack and a 1,000 V-Bucks.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty worth it.
Yeah, I'd say I think it's worth it.
For buying that's a really good deal. I'm probably gonna get it for a month at least, see what it is.
Oh yeah, I'll probably just take a look and see if it's anything worth my money.
Yeah.
So I finally I like last month I made 2 videos on Super Mario 3D All Stars. One of which was 10 minutes of me whining about Galaxy 2 not being there. But I got 3D All Stars just about a couple weeks ago, and I got the physical copy, and I've played through a majority of Super Mario 64 and then a bit of Mario Galaxy, and I'm about to start Sunshine, and I will say it is definitely worth your money. Anyone who's thinking that this was going to be a full HD remake of all 3 games is kidding themselves. Nintendo's not going to do that. And I think people getting a little angry over the whole it's a limited release. I feel like they should know that probably the reason they're doing that is because they're going to release N64 online, and then, it's going to be 2 competing products.
Games separately for like $30 maybe.
Yeah.
Both are possible.
And then, of course, everyone's now talking about there should be a 3D Zelda collection that contains Twilight Princess and then Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I think that I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like maybe we'll get Ocarina and Majora together, but I don't think.
Yeah. What was the game they said?
Twilight Princess with those 2.
Yeah, probably not. Considering that thing just got like remastered on.
Dude, Twilight Princess is on like every console. Like they're not gonna release it again.
Yeah, not for a bit.
They're just gonna release it on like the N64 next. Like you can now get it on the N64 too.
I mean, truth. It's the truth.
Mandalorian episode 4 released recently, and I definitely think it was pretty good.
No spoilers though.
Yeah, no spoilers for people who haven't watched it. And Mandalorian's apparently going to be the secret skin for next season of Fortnite. I think Liam, you texted me this about an hour ago.
Someone I don't know what his thing is, but someone leaked it, and then Tabor Hill confirmed it in a video.
Tabor Hill, for those of you who don't know, Tabor Hill is basically really good at predicting what's going to happen.
No, he has inside information.
Yeah, he has inside information, and like he's the reason that we knew about like 2 weeks ahead that it was going to be a Marvel season. I think that's.
People get mad at him.
They get mad at him for predicting like. It's not a big surprise. It was bound to happen that they were gonna make a Marvel season of Fortnite. They did Star Wars. Like they obviously work with Disney, so they're gonna do another thing.
My question: how is Baby Yoda gonna? I'm imagining just like a pet back bling, probably.
I wonder how people are gonna react to the fact that you can now shoot Baby Yoda since he's on your back.
Oh boy! Ooh.
Yeah.
The animal rights is gonna get involved
PETA
now.
is gonna be really angry at Fortnite. How dare you hurt that fictional animal?
You can shoot a cat and a dog.
How dare you hurt that fictional animal who doesn't really exist?
Remember when they raided the museum in Animal Crossing, but to make it the museum, you have to give them the animals willingly?
Yeah,
like
so they still did it. They still did it.
They still
gave We'll save the animals, but first we gotta kill just a few. We gotta kill a few of these animals. But we'll save the rest of them.
in captivity so we can save them.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be bad if you were at the zoo, like, protesting, release these animals, and then someone just bumped them into the tiger pit?
Ooh. And then it turns out it's me wearing a mask.
Oh, that'd be funny. Anyways,
like
back to the topic at hand.
Yeah, but Black Widow might get released in January next year. There's been rumors that it's gonna maybe get released on Disney Plus as a buy the movie thing.
I think that's a dumb. Like, I get it, home release, but at the same time,
apparently Trolls World Tour did it, and they succeeded pretty well.
Well, see, they did it in general. With Mulan, it was like exclusively Disney Plus.
I think the reason Mulan failed.
Pay more money.
The reason Mulan failed wasn't because it was on Disney Plus. The fact that it was $30 didn't help. The reason is they didn't want to spend $30 on a movie that you can get for free on that subscription service. That's a better version of the movie. Black Widow is gonna be, like, the last Marvel movies have shown that pretty much everyone's gonna go and see it. So I feel like if they release Black Widow, it's gonna be.
It'll probably be fine. I'm not worried about it being bad.
No, the most thing I'm excited for about Black Widow is the fact that Taskmaster is gonna be in it, and he's one of my favorite Marvel comic characters.
Well, yes, I actually forgot about him. I kind of forgot.
And that means he'll be more relevant, and they'll do more stuff with him. So
supposedly Spider-Man 3 is gonna have Sinister Six.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
It'll probably be fine.
We still haven't yet seen we haven't seen a Kraven the Hunter in any Spider-Man movie yet, so first time for that.
Well, we haven't seen the Goblin either.
And
the Green Goblin.
Sandman, if he's in it, then he might actually for once be in a good movie. So same with Electro, who is apparently being played by the guy who played him in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, but at least this time he'll get to be good.
I mean, at least this time people will actually, watch it and care. I don't know how... Because Disney's been good with Marvel. Not with Star Wars.
No, they've been terrible with Star Wars. But...
Unless they give it to Dave Filoni, in which case it's amazing.
Yeah, Dave Filoni needs to take over. Dave Salami needs to take over. Dave Pastrami sandwich. If you've never been to a place in Pennsylvania where you can get sandwiches, there's a delicious pastrami sandwich you can get in the middle of Pennsylvania. But we're not talking about sandwiches today. But yeah, it's gonna be cool seeing Red Guardian in a movie because no one knows who Red Guardian is. And I don't read comics. But now we're gonna actually talk about what you probably clicked on here for. We're gonna talk about Age of Calamity, which looks. I think it looks really good. I don't know. I think it looks really good. Leo, you've seen all the cutscenes, right?
Of course. I'm not going to wait a month to play it.
I might watch a couple of the cutscenes. Without spoiling it, what do you think of the story? What do you think of the actual story of the game? It's
not what I was originally expecting. If you're expecting a prequel, it's not exactly that.
I figure I was really thinking that they weren't going to just do a standard prequel, like it's an alternate history thing where it takes place in a separate timeline. But then again, I didn't want that because we all know what the Zelda timeline is way too complicated as it is.
Zelda fan.
You know the pains.
We've had our fair share of alternate timelines, the Zelda series.
I think we talked 6 or 7 separate times about how confusing the Zelda timeline is, just in a private call.
Honestly, Nintendo kind of just used the Fallen Hero timeline as just a catch-all.
They just use it as a crutch now.
If you look in there, it's just all old games, really.
Yeah.
With some new ones.
And then they just gave up with Breath of the Wild. They're like, it goes here, on the other friggin' side of the map.
Breath of the Wild, it goes somewhere.
It goes everywhere.
It's to the imagination of the player. Well, if that's the case, then I say Hyrule Warriors is canon.
At that point, then I say, just everyone needs to make up their own Zelda timeline. I'm sorry, but Nintendo's makes no sense. Nintendo's makes no sense. We mentioned this because we're really big nerds. Link's earring that he gets, his little earpiece, he gets in Ocarina or whatever. Ocarina apparently is set after Skyward Sword, right?
Yeah, I don't know why that's the case.
And then he has the earring in Skyward Sword. What's going on?
Yeah, because, I don't know, I guess random coincidence. It's a thing that they do. It's just kind of
yeah.
It's a thing
that
they do.
And it seems like Age of Calamity is going to have more playable characters than Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. King Rome is playable. What the heck is that?
Let's not say too much about it. I don't want to spoil it.
Next up, Mr. Krabs is going to be revealed as a playable character. Next up, like, the coffin dance guys are going to be revealed as a playable character.
Sand Seal. Freaking Beetle's going to be a playable character. Tingle's going to be a playable character.
They're going to reveal the one Goron. You have to freaking make him run up the hill as a playable character. And his ability is to...
After we're done with this.
His ability is to be the stupidest thing alive. Because okay, we're going to go a little sidetrack here. I'm going to just say, I've been playing through Breath of the Wild because I got it a while ago and I didn't get to play all of it. And I got an Xbox and I play on the Xbox One. And then I started playing Breath of the Wild and it's fantastic. But there's this one section before you fight the whatever order you is, like the Fire Divine Beast. When you go fight him, you have to first like take this Goron up the hill without him getting seen, or rocks will come down and kill you. And it's the most annoying thing I've ever played in a video game ever. Like, I want to punch the developer who came up with that idea in the face. Phone guy's calling. He's gonna give you advice for night 1. Pick it up. Well, welcome to the Just Me podcast now, starring me and me and me. How you doing, me? Oh, I'm doing pretty good, me. But, yeah, Breath of the Wild, that mission is absolutely atrocious, so...
Yes, I was able to get past it recently because I had to reset my save. But I was able to get past it because I kind of just forced him to run forward instead of backward whenever he found the lights, so...
That's what I did, but he didn't listen. But I wanted to freaking stab his eyes out, but you know.
But,
Age of Calamity looks interesting to me. I'm definitely gonna look into it a little more before I invest money into it.
I mean, I would definitely play the demo before you do anything.
Because if I buy the game, that's $50 down the drain if I don't like it. So. And I said I said $50
because I just knew the combat already.
And I said $50 because my Walmart sells Nintendo Switch games and Xbox One games for $50 instead of $60.
That's weird though.
I know, but I'm not gonna question it because I like it that they're not making me spend that extra $10.
That's nice. Didn't they say they're gonna sell like next gen games like $70 now?
Yeah. Which means then I'll just have to start paying $60 for those games. So.
Wait, are next gen games actually going to become $70?
I think they are.
Oh god, dude, I don't want that because like games are already expensive as it is. I don't want more expensive.
It's inflation, dude. Then they say, and people's excuse for it is, oh, it's because they make the graphics look so nice and run so well. It's barely different from an Xbox One game. There's almost no difference.
No. Like, honestly, people are still like pushing, next gen graphics.
My dad made
There's nothing wrong with the current graphics.
My dad made a really good point. He made a really good point saying this. He said, at some point they're gonna make an FPS go so high up, it's going to be unnoticeable when they make it go up higher. And then that's going to be it. Like, that's going to be peak graphics. It's already the point where it's hard to tell. Like, yeah, the 120p... The 120...
FPS. Consoles, like, they say, can do this FPS. And that's really it. They don't care about FPS.
And the thing is, like, yeah, you can tell the difference kind of between 60 and 120, and 120 looks really nice. But like when they go to like 240, it's probably gonna look just the same. And it'd be like, look how pretty it looks. And I'm like, it's the same FPS. Stop caring.
Here's the thing. You'll notice it when you go back down to 60 FPS, like the difference between 240 and 60. You'll definitely notice it.
Yeah.
It's not. You can play games on 60 FPS. There's nothing wrong with 60 FPS.
Yeah.
And, so when the Xbox Series S was revealed to have, like, they said that, I believe it's one of the Yakuza games. I don't actually know which one, but one of them, probably a new one. Because, like, the engine or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, I forget all the details, but basically, like, the Xbox Series S.
Yeah.
Like, you have a performance mode and a display mode or whatever. And in the performance mode, it was like, what was it, was it 920p, I think?
Jeez.
I know, it's like, that's pretty bad. And I believe in the display mode, it was not much higher. It was like
anyone who doesn't know
1080p, I think.
Anyone who doesn't know like how FPS works is just gonna be like screwed listening to this. Like they're not gonna know what's going on.
It's basically the amount of frames per. Well, it stands for frames per second.
It's gonna make it look more motion like.
Your game will register the data.
Like,
or however.
The human eye technically can't see 60 FPS, but I mean you can tell the difference still.
You can't really see it, but to be completely honest, it's more of it's just smoother the higher the FPS. And you can tell if you look at 30 FPS compared to 120, which is basically a switch compared to a PC.
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
I don't know about 60. 60 is a pretty good balance. There's nothing wrong with 60. I don't know why the Switch can't do 60.
Yeah.
It probably can, they just don't make it. But, anyway.
But, yeah, I think Age of Calamity, it's interesting looking. I'll definitely...
we were talking about Age of Calamity. We got really off topic.
We started talking about frames per second and me pushing PETA members off of a cliff into a lion cage. And Dave Pastrami, you know.
Murder. Anyways.
I think the quality of the podcast has went from 100% to like 40% in 5 minutes.
We gave a warning. It's a bunch of teenagers.
Warning: the following contains a bunch of stupidity.
That's actually an intro to a show.
Yeah, it's a impractical warning. The following contains graphic stupidity.
The first time I saw that intro, I was just like scrolling through TV, like, what's this? Warning: this show contains scenes of graphic stupidity. This is the show for me. And it's dumb funny, dude. It is.
That Impractical Jokers can be really funny. Yeah, but I mean, so going back to Fortnite, because we mentioned that a little bit earlier. Season 5 is obviously coming in like a couple of days.
December 2nd.
Yeah,
no,
December.
Wait, hold on.
December 2nd.
The live event is apparently going to knock down Fortnite for like 36 hours.
Oh, dang.
So maybe I think it's probably going to be like,
It's gonna be like when they had like the black hole. And like you couldn't play Fortnite.
3:00.
All right, yeah, but anyway, talking about Fortnite Season 5, I definitely think it's gonna be interesting seeing how they follow up after this. I don't know what themes they would be going with after this, you know.
I mean, based on Mandalorian and the other two skins, probably just gonna be like a Season 3 style season where it's just kind of a
random.
Yeah, a bit random.
I thought it would be kind of cool if they did a Star Wars season.
Because.
No. You continue. You continue.
I mean, well, I know. I was just thinking like.
Yeah, but like a new map would be interesting.
Like Destroyer of Worlds.
You know, if Galactus is coming, then that means it's probably the map is going to be gone for good. I think a lot of people are going to be happy with that. I think people are going to be dumb to think that the old map's going to come back. It's not.
It's not. Epic has said that it can't. The events they're doing now,
like they can't be done on that map.
That you can't do the Travis Scott.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Event, which really was kind of the first showing of what they could actually do. Because nothing else was that impressive, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, the other events were cool, but they'd never really shown what the new map.
That Travis Scott event is going to remain probably the best event for a while. I think this one may have a chance to overtake it, but they'd have to do something crazy.
The Doomsday, the device event failed miserably. But,
it'd be really fun to see if like Dr. Doom tries to like fight Galactus on his own.
They say to show up an hour before. I would say show up 2. Try to keep a good stable connection. Wired, whatever, like wired internet, Ethernet or whatever.
Yeah,
if you can, maybe.
That's what I do.
Because for the device event, I got booted off the servers, even though I've been on since like 7 a.m. in the morning.
That device event was like so terribly handled.
4 p.m. Eastern time, which is 3 p.m. for us.
Yeah, so, it's gonna definitely be interesting just seeing how this event unfolds and what it means for the future.
Apparently, if you clip under the water, you can see like just a bit of Galactus's head because they must be storing it there.
It is a little creepy. I've seen that. Like, it's pretty freaky. Not gonna lie.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah. And as for Age of Calamity, finishing up what we were talking about earlier, I definitely think there's a good chance I'm going to buy it, but I'm going to try the demo for sure first before I make any decisions. And I'm also gonna like check out some reviews of the game from people who I trust as like good sources.
I don't know, IGN probably.
No, I said good sources.
Oh, that's a funny. Remember when IGN used like a fake Mandalorian trailer and said it was the real one?
Yeah.
Funny. Anyway. Actually, before we
wrap up, because we're gonna wrap up in a little bit here.
The current event, the Devourer of Worlds event, which is the new one, they're like the new live event. Like as of you can tell it's big because the Travis Scott event took up like 600 megabytes. All right.
Yeah, it did.
This event's taking up 4 gigabytes.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be big.
10 times the amount from the end event from Chapter 1, Season 10.
Yeah.
So,
that was a pretty big
event. We're in for a treat.
Yeah, I think this new event's gonna be crazy. I hope that it delivers, and I hope it doesn't fail like
maybe that's why
the Midas
Epic
event.
got rid of Apple got rid of it. Maybe it's an inside job where it's like they got rid of it because they know mobile can't handle it.
It would burn. It would like inflame every phone.
It'd be what Samsung caught fire again? It like caught fire in all like what are the Samsungs? Which one was it? It was a Samsung. I remember that.
Wait, what about Samsung?
The phones. Remember like I don't know when it was, but like the phones were catching fire. It was the Samsung phone.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I remember that. I remember thinking, like, this is why I have Apple.
I haven't liked Apple ever since Fortnite got taken off mobile.
Where's Fortnite? No. But, no. Yeah, but I'm definitely excited for both Age of Calamity and the new Fortnite season. One more than the other. And obviously, Shark Boy and Lava Girl is definitely going to be nominated for Best Picture this year. But,
absolutely.
Yeah. Turns out Taylor Lautner really is in the movie. He was just hiding it from all of us. Yeah, but I think we're gonna wrap it up here. It's been about like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to unsubscribe and dislike this video. But no, in all seriousness, if you could subscribe and like, that would be super great and supported. If you're new here, you could follow me on Twitter at CreativeMaster5. You can follow Arkem X on his Twitch if you want to. Don't do it. It's a waste of your time.
Yes, it is.
You can watch more of my videos from this YouTube channel if you like remakes and me talking about Mario Galaxy 2 way too much. You can go also subscribe to my friend Mr. Palin113, who is going to be on the next episode of the podcast. He couldn't make it today. And also, he has just hit 25 subscribers. And that's pretty big. He's only been around for about a month, so definitely give him some support. Give some support to my dear friend who helps edit these videos, Miss Princess Z29, who is a great editor and a good friend who helped work on videos with me recently. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. What do you have to say before we close, Mr.
Yeet.
Yeet, yeet. Yeet indeed. Yeet to the sleep.